What's up everybody, it's KelseeBrianaJai here with a review and a tutorial using my very new NARS Loaded Eyeshadow Palette. And guys, this eyeshadow palette is hot on the market. It just dropped. From the moment I saw it online, like preview images, I was like, this palette is mine. So I finally got it and it's absolutely stunning. The packaging is sickening. It is a gold mirrored packaging. Like, where in the world do they do that at? On the front it says NARS really big, and then it says NARSissist. So NARSissist is to play on the name of the company as well as the word narcissist. I think you guys know that NARS is definitely one of my favorite brands, and I'm a huge fan of their products, and I'm a huge fan of their just overall brand vibe. Like, I really love NARS. It's one of the first higher end brands that I bought like as a kid, so it holds a really special place in my heart. So I typically buy a lot of things from the company, but this palette definitely hands down is one of my favorite palettes that NARS has ever released, and I have quite a few in my collection. This palette is limited edition. It retails for $59. Like I said, you can get it from Nordstrom, you can get it from Sephora, NARS.com. Pretty much anywhere that sells NARS is going to have this palette. It's not exclusive to one site. This palette does have 12 eyeshadows in here, and each eyeshadow has 0.04 ounces of product. This eyeshadow palette is a warm tone eyeshadow palette, and it has a mix of matte and neutral colors, so you really don't have to reach for another eyeshadow palette to complete a look. So it has your highlighter colors, your transition colors, lid colors, as well as crease colors to deepen it up, so you can create so many different looks with this. So this is one of those palettes that definitely can transition from day to night. The eyeshadows in here are super blendable. They're very pigmented. They're soft but not too soft. When they crumble, I hate that. It's not like that. They're definitely good sturdy eyeshadows, so I didn't get too much kickback. The only eyeshadow in this palette that I kind of had to go over a few times was this dark brown here, but I definitely was able to make it work. But initially it was going on a little bit patchier and I had to build it up, but it's nothing terrible. I definitely still like it. I will still be using it, and this is a really good palette just for travel, or if you don't have a lot of time to think about like what type of look you want to do. This is the type of palette that you just go for. So I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the eyeshadows because I wanted to see how they performed. But out of the 7 that I used, just the one was the issue, but the other ones were very smoothly pigmented. Definitely this is stepped up a notch, and I feel like this formula is even better than their other eyeshadows that they have out right now. I did a little bit of research online, and there's not a lot of information about what the inspiration for the palette is, but definitely it's just a beautiful gold tone, warm tone eyeshadow palette. I love their packaging. It's so sleek, so chic, and this gold mirror just gives me everything. Like, I love it. It does come with the mirror, so you're able to use this if you're in a pinch. Before we jump into the tutorial, I am going to give you guys swatches. I swatched the eyeshadows by rows left to right, and I'll have the name of the eyeshadows accompanying the swatch. Following the swatches, I do have a tutorial for this look. If you guys want to know anything that is on my face, I will have it listed down in the description box. I did not show you guys every single step of this video, or it would be like 35 million years. I just did the eyes, and the rest of the makeup description is in the description box. But enjoy. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Let me know if you're going to be picking up this palette. I definitely recommend it, and let me know if you recreate this look by tagging me on any social media. But thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy. So I already have my brows done and I've already prepped my eyes using my MAC paint pot. I used the color Painterly today. I'm going to take my Wayne Goss 06 brush into this color here. Ooh, it's pigmented. I am going to set my paint pot with this color. Okay, so for my next trick, just kidding, I'm going to take this color right here. This is the MAC 286 brush. Dab in that. I'm going to use this as my very first transition color. So back and forth using the same brush. I'm going to dab into the color right next to it. These are pretty pigmented, and I'm going to apply this directly into my crease. And I'm sticking with this same brush because I really want this color to be diffused, and it's giving such a beautiful blend already. Nice. So I'm not having to do too much work at all. I'm going to dip into this color. I'm going to use a brush I've never used before. This is a Chikuhodo GS10 brush that I just picked up. It's like more of a taper brush, so use a brush like this to apply color in a specified area. That was really pigmented and I wasn't ready. But basically all I'm going to do is lightly apply this on the outer corner. And I'm not taking it into the crease, but I'm blending it right on the edge of where the crease has stopped. Dip back into that color again and give myself a little bit more. Make sure that the color is 100% pigmented. And if you have some areas on your eyelid that aren't as opaque, then just go in with the brush and press eyeshadow there to make sure that everything is seamless. Blending is legitimately my cardio. Like, I've been blending this longer than I care to admit to. So I finally got it together. So now let's move on. Now I'm going to take this light color. This one is called Dover, and I have my flat shader brush. I'm going to apply this right underneath the arch of my brow and blend it. And this one was way more pigmented again than what I thought it was gonna be. Okay, NARS. Same color, same brush. I'm going to pop this on my inner corner for a highlight as well. Same brush. I'm now going to take this gold shade and I'm going to, okay, NARS, like I wasn't ready. I'm going to press this onto my lid. You may have to go back and blend out the edges just to make sure that everything is seamless. But these eyeshadows are working beautifully. And then I'm going in again with the same brush in the color Castile. And I'm going to pat this right here on the center, blending it in with the darker color and marrying it in with that gold. And making sure that everything is blended. I'm going to clean up my under eye with my concealer and then I'll be back. So I put on some lashes and I decided I don't want to do a lot of liner, so I'm just going to take this NYC liner and quickly cover up the lash band. So a pretty thin layer of liner. I have the top of my eyes together, so now let's do the bottom lash line. I'm going to go back with the color Dover, which is the highlighter color, with a pencil brush. This is a MAC 219 pencil brush, and I'm going to re-intensify my inner corner. And then I'm going to curve around and connect it on the bottom. And I'm going to take the color Allen Wick, I believe is how it's pronounced, with the same brush and lightly press this along the bottom lash line. I'm going to go in with this chocolate color Versailles, same brush, kind of close it up. Make sure I connect it to the top, connect it to the other color, and blend it. And this is the final look. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I think I have found my first contender for my April favorites, because This palette is bomb. It's super buttery. It's very easy to work with. It has really nice everyday colors, and I can definitely see myself reaching for this when I want a nice neutral look, especially with the colors that are in here. They add a little bit more jazz and they have a little bit more depth than your average neutral eyeshadow palette. But overall, I really like it, and so if you can get your hands on it, I definitely say do it. This is one of my favorite NARS eyeshadow palettes that I've ever owned, and I've had quite a few. I have a lot of their single eyeshadows, and they're a little bit pricey, so getting all of these great eyeshadows in one palette makes it so worth the money, and I definitely 100% recommend it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe before you leave so I don't get lost in this sea of videos on YouTube. And I will see you guys in my very next video. Smooches. Bye.